Hello all, right here for Island Adventures, and with me today is Bernard
Abreu.
Thank you so much.
There you go, not a problem.
Right. And for those who doesn't know, Bernard is a drummer in Trinidad Tobago, involved in a lot of projects like Incert.
Worked with Incert, MaxBitU, all those.
Right, MaxBitU, one of the old-time favorite bands.
Yeah. You want to go old? Odd Fellows Local, that was that one.
Right, that was, that back in the day.
That's right, exactly.
And then recently, East Island. Any other projects anything involved with?
Well, I'm working with, doing some stuff with Kevin. Did some stuff with Kevin Carter a couple months ago.
Right.
Real nice guy to work with, him and Trisha. Doing work with Joey Ng Wai, for again another project with him. Again, another person I've been working with for years.
Right.
So basically, as it comes up, you work it, kind of thing. So right now, as I said, you're doing East Island, playing shows with them. You're doing work with Joey to do some work during Christmas and thing.
Right.
You're doing a
little bit of everything.
Exactly.
A drummer is one of the most, I think, versatile musicians you would have in most bands. Most sought after.
Well, you'll have to ask the other musicians, right? Because I might be biased.
What's your opinion, sir?
I understand. Once kick, snare, hi-hat, and bass working, I think you could do anything over it.
You're good to go.
You're good to go. Everybody else could fall down.
So let's start from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
The beginning when you just decided, hey, I'm going to be a drummer. Let's start there.
Well, funny enough, I kind of always had this thing. I'd listen to music. The first thing I would hear would be the drums. So, a lot of people would look at music and say, well, them lines, them lyrics, I never say lyrics at all.
Right.
I'd be like, lyrics? Is that it? Well, alright, cool, no problem. Then you start to get into a couple other things and you say, well, yeah, I guess some guys could sing good. But listen to the drums.
Right.
Listen to that, listen to the thing. And of course, in my day, when I started out, you kind of had Rush was in its, well, not in its heyday because I was in the 70s, so I wasn't not that old.
Right.
But you had all these guys in the 80s that when moving pictures came out,
right,
where you had Tom Sawyer and all of those, that genre of music,
right,
that you kind of went into. The only thing you could have done really was play drums, because that's all you heard. You sit down there and you listen to that album and you say, but that man real good. Now of course afterwards when you listen to a lot of other things you kind of realize,
that other things there.
That other things there. But
right.
But Neil Peart was it.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
Right. So you came up to, but that's where I came from.
Right.
So then of course it came to a point where you're kind of going, well, I feel I could maybe do a little bit of this thing,
Right.
And I start kind of dabbling kind of business. But
So-
I only started playing actual on drums when a friend of mine kind of decided, well, hey, let's start a band, huh?
Right.
I was like, okay, hey, I could play drums. Not really, but still,
I get it. So, and that's what age you talking
That
about?
was 85.
Okay, so like, how old you were then?
17-ish, I guess,
Right.
kind of thing.
Nice. You talk about Rush.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your development as a drummer,
Mm-hmm.
what influenced you to, in the direction you would go to where you are presently?
Well, as I said, for a long period of time, all I ate, slept, and puked and did whatever else was Neil Peart.
Right.
That was it.
Okay.
Right? You kind of, but as I said, as you go along and you start getting more into music and more into things, you start hearing other bands and other things, and you kind of start going, oh, well, they're not bad either. And I remember actually listening to when Sting broke away from the Police, and he got into, he did his solo project with Omar Hakim,
Right.
and I was kind of going, well, that's weird.
It's kind of bohemian kind of
That
thing.
is like, something that a kind of drumming that I'd never heard before, and you realize, wait, there isn't only this rock thing,
Right.
and there's a lot more.
Right.
And again, as I said, I listen to music, the first thing I hear is the drums.
Right.
Right? So that attracts you, especially when you have a particular type of sound to the drums. Right? I will listen to an album and you kind of go, bleh, because the drums just not sounding good. Right? It may be the most insightful lyrics, and the most blazing guitar playing and the whatever, but the drums just sounding like, you know.
It's more or less there's no creativity.
It's not the sound, the
Yeah.
sound of it. The guy may be playing really well,
Right.
but the sound of the drums just don't get you there.
Right.
You know, it's kind of like, you know, you have guys that will sit down there and like a particular type of woman,
Right.
right?
Right.
But that just don't do it for you.
Okay. So we
Kind of
then we're talking about you might be more of a bottom person than a top.
There you go.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Right, yeah.
Probably I can relate to some part of that.
Yeah, well.
Right, Andre, can you probably relate to that? Joey's here as well, you know, he's very quiet, very quiet.
Yeah, well.
I don't know what he's doing on his phone, but thank you for that photo bomb there.
There you go.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Now I know everybody has their preferences when they come to gear, and each musician has their kind of, you know,
Yep.
their little what's the word I want to use? Their little taboos when they come
Sure.
to gear. And
Sure.
you have those kind of preferences. I mean, to
Well,
a
sure.
particular brand.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the
you know,
thing about it is that I from the first drum set I was ever able to borrow money to buy.
right.
I started playing Pearl, and I've played on Tama stuff, I've played on DW stuff, I've played on Sonar stuff, I've played on pretty much everything that there is. But if you go in my band room right now, you will not find any of those things. You will only find Pearl drums.
Right.
And again, same thing with pedals. Unfortunately for Pearl, I have tried their pedals, but I've been playing DW since the 80s as well.
Right.
So I guess it's kind of Princess and the Pea type thing. You know, you kind of, you know, that is my mattress.
Right.
Don't put no peas underneath it.
Right, that kind of like the little something there, something that
Yeah, it's just something-
not suiting to you.
That's right. It's
Right,
just
yeah.
something about the particular way that it works that just that's where I feel at home. I
It's a
sit down-
comfort zone more or less. Okay.
I sit down there, I play on it. It's
Right.
great. I mean, I can. There's some other pedals that I could. If it's there on the kit, I'll play it. But
Your preferences.
yeah, I will walk with my pedals and my snare normally as well, which again is a Pearl reference series snare.
Right, so we'll move away from the drums on something we like to talk about sometimes. Food. What's your favorite local food we must have, that kind of thing?
If
Are
it
you
fills me, I'm good.
So you're saying is anything goes?
No, I pretty much eat anything. The thing about it is though is because I work on the road a lot,
Okay.
it's whatever is there kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Which
okay.
means that you can't really be like, I had to eat this and I had to eat that and
Okay,
whatever,
so-
because if I'm hungry, I had to eat.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So if it have Burger King there,
Yeah.
that's where I'm going.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot of things happening. I mean, the trend now in Trinidad, and I think what I would do is I'll make a tag out to my my friend here, Andre. That's called camera trick.
questions?
Yeah, camera like this. Nice.
Right,
Yes,
right, Bernard. There's a little bit of a
it's freaking me out, man.
There's a little bit of a situation going on with a foreign violin player
Mhm.
and a local player here.
All right.
What are your thoughts on that situation?
Here's the thing. If I was to basically mime somebody's music, I don't think that'd be a very good plan. The thing about it is that I really don't know what goes through the minds of people at times when they do things. So to understand exactly what went on in this particular thing, I know there's a guy saying that this guy taking my tracks and pretending to be me, but I really and truly do not know what the situation is. And I suppose at the end of the day, there are places for him to air that out. The question is, why would I do it? Right? Why? I mean, the world nowadays is so small that do you really think that you could do something like that and nobody would notice? Long and short of the story, I wouldn't do that, and I don't understand why somebody would. Right? So this is a test case. Right?
Yeah.
What happens after this test case, we shall see. But I would hope that this is the difference and not the norm. Right? And that you will find that because this has been exposed, people will think twice about doing it again.
The situation, we obviously going to be monitoring and see what actually happens, because
I pretty much could tell. I mean, I think Christmas will be probably lean for this guy.
Yeah.
You know, probably not a lot of weddings in his future, I guess. I don't know, but
Any final words you have for our viewers?
music for me has always been something that you know, it's fun, it's work, but it is fun. And you know, as they say, you know, you find a job you like, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Right. Well, it kind of works like